Okay, so this is starting the actual op amp that we're going to be doing. This right here is a sketch that we have. When you're looking at this, it's got these little colored lines that are kind of breaking it off into kind of groups of symbols. When you're drawing this, you will not put those colored lines in. Those are just, I don't even know why those are there. Those are just, they were there when they found this image. Looking in here, there's a couple of op amps, real life op amps, so you can see what's going on here, so they can look a couple of different ways. But the project itself, what we're going to be doing, our final project is what we were looking at earlier. So this is what your final product is going to look like right here. What you guys are going to do though, when you get started on this project, it kind of is in two parts. Part one is to set up your blocks, and trying to think, do we have, you know what I did not show you? I'm gonna have to make a separate video. I did not show y'all how to create your own tool palettes. It's something that I should have shown you, because we're going to be doing it here, but I'll come back to that. So define the attributes. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to come in here and set up attributed blocks, some of them dynamic, so attributed and dynamic blocks. We're going to create all of these. Once we're done creating those blocks, then we're going to go into our drawing and insert those blocks into the drawing. So step one, we're going to open up, where does it say? Open the op amp symbols drawing in AutoCAD. Hold on. Unit 2, op amp symbols. So this is the drawing that you're going to open. And then we're going to make each one of these into an attributed block. And so notice when we're looking at this, some of them, it says resistor, but resistor is split into two different categories. That's because when I'm looking at the resistor in here, do you see how the resistor has two different notes? One has the resistor number and one has the resistor value. So when I come over here, where is it? Op amp symbols. And I'm looking at this, the block I'm going to make is called resistor, but I'm going to put in two different attributes. So the first one, the tag is going to be reference designation default. So I'll come over here to resistor, define attributes. Remember you guys did that for your title block. Tag, reference designation is the prompt, and the default is capital R1. I'm going to uncheck where it says lock position, and it says to set the justification to left, Arial 0.2, rotation of 0, and I think that's the default, left Arial 0.20. So when I say OK here, you're just going to kind of set it down. Don't let it snap onto the object. Press enter to repeat this, and this time it needs to say ohms, resistance, and then I'll come back. We'll see what that is. So we'll get it started. And then for the default, it says 1K / U plus 2126. That's a lot of crazy stuff to type, but what's going to happen in AutoCAD? You know how when you type in %C, it puts the diameter symbol in there for you? This is where you type, what was it? U / 2126. U / 2126. /U plus 2126. When you type that in, AutoCAD is going to automatically translate that to the ohm symbol. So when I come in here, I'm going to do 1K, and then I'm going to put /U U, and it doesn't matter if it's capital or not, plus 2126. Everything else is the same. I'm going to check this box down here. That way it's going to put it perfectly below my first one. And you see it's got ohms right below it. When I make this into a block called resistor, pick a point. I'm actually going to go to my OSNAPs and turn on my node OSNAP so I can snap right there. Oops. Snap right there. Select my objects, and I'm going to select both of those, all of it, the geometry plus the attributes. I'm going to say OK. And look, it automatically put in that ohm symbol. Oops. So it automatically, that's what that \U plus sign 2126 did for me. So I've got that. I'm going to come in here and do one more block. These two are going to be the same. You're going to also probably do this to the pin, where we're going to actually put in the same way we did that buzzer. You're going to put that flip action onto it. And so what I'm going to do is define some attributes. This thing tells me reference designation Q1. So I only need one line here. Put it right there. Now when I create a block, which one is this? NPN? Select my objects. Select the base point is right here. I'm going to uncheck where it said open a block editor. So Q1, that could be a Q2. I can change whatever it needs to say right here. Now what I'm going to do, actually it's silly that I said don't open in block editor because I totally need to go to my block editor. I'm going to go into that block editor and I'm going to do the same thing that we did for the buzzer. Flip parameter, shift right click to make it mid between 2 points. Click here, click there, make a perfectly vertical line. This note can go anywhere. Actions, flip, select the parameter. Now select the action. Press enter, close and save. And now you see this guy right here, he's flipping. But one of the reasons, notice that Q2 doesn't flip with it, and that's fine. We can just grab him because we unchecked where it said lock attribute, so it's not locked. We can grab that text by its grip and move it anywhere we need it to. So you guys are going to do that step where you're going to make these blocks. You're going to put a flip on this guy, and the pin as well. When you're done doing all of that, you're going to save your work. And now we're going to talk about tool palettes. So you're going to make these into tool palettes. I'll actually stop this video and have a separate video on tool palettes.